My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Let's get back in the conversation.
Tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here? Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isobel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Lieutenant Double Yefrator Harrier Dubois. Double Yefrator? What the heck is a Yefrator? I'm gonna say call me Harry, but also my character doesn't necessarily have like a strong relationship with their name. Call me Harry. Well, I guess I will, Harry. It just rolls off the tongue. I used to know Harry. Strong lad, but dumb as a rock. What happened to him? He did too many narcotics. So many he fell off a boat and split his skull on a boy. She rubs soap off her hands. Focus saw it. Say his head cracked open like a melon. Nasty, nasty. Is there anything else in the other lines that I haven't followed? Right, there is. This place is pornographically poor. No, I don't really want to say that. I also don't really want to say there's got to be something here, right? Because this is something. Is there a way to make a little money around here? Yeah? For you? She still lets out a dry chortle. No, officer. The only money we make here is some coins a drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about. Alright. Goodbye, arm off. Those kids seem to be playing with an object that seems to be interactable. Please leave so I may loot the object. Or at the moment, actually, I'm just gonna check into my house. The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind of the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted. Unlock the shack door with the key. The key turns with a satisfying click. You can now enter the shack. Let's see if there's anyone inside waiting for us first. You can't see into the house from this angle. Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Oh, honestly, it looks like a solid upgrade to where we're currently, and we have to pay 20 real to be there. Wash basin. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it is a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks in the wash basin. Is shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose, bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkling lining the forehead. The stash is gigantic. Oh, I'm so envious. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. I do not want to fail that because my hand-eye coordination's garbage. The floorboards creak under your step. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from '39. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Whoa, okay, so we can do the expression thing here. Interesting. I mean, look, I'm not going to take the chain cutters and break someone else's mirror. It's just going to get Gart even angrier at me. Not time for rest yet. All right, so let's go for hand-eye coordination. Hand-eye coordination. Where do we get it? Half-Life, Half-Life. None of these help our hand-eye coordination. Alright then, I'm just gonna 42 it. Here we go, and it's gonna work. Dare I tell you? Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor, with some soap, to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. Ooh, our expression has changed down in the bottom left as well. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it, chilly. Feel your clean-shaven cheeks. They feel so smooth. Surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you as if you just came out of a cold bath. Was shaving the right call? The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying grimace. Dang it, we removed our jolly. I think that's kind of like what is it? Not emblematic. What am I thinking? I think that's kind of a metaphor for the years, or rather the extreme self-abuse that Harry Dubois has put himself under, and kind of like wiping it away and starting anew, that kind of thing. I also really would have liked if I had an option to just clean it up, maybe. Make it look a little nicer. Construction material, whoever planned this house left in a hurry. Okay, yeah, but we have to change these out. Thank you and you. It's probably not a chain cutter, it's just morale and money, decent. Let's go around the other side. Wait, I can loot the, I could loot those from in here. Weird. I feel like I'm exploring this area too much. I need to go back and do other stuff. A whetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. Cinder blocks, charred. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. Imagine this is a bench on which I can sit. Yeah, I don't actually want to pass any time here. If anything, I want to make use of all of my time while Kim's not here. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Whoop, hang on. Had a think to think. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrums. Filth from fabric. Did I ever... Yeah, I had looked at the solution for this. Good. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Also trying to just put my bod in random places to see if I get a brain thought. As opposed to all of the thoughts that happen in my feet. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Nope. Yeah, okay, it looks like I'm shut off from that area. At least for the moment. Alright, rundown house. What you got for me? Some real? Maybe a bottle of magnesium? You have a chair. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Inland Empire. It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right? Postcard for Coal City, as well as Bonot for drama. Neat. I do really want to get rid of this necktie. Like, as much as I do like the contributions Inland Empire makes to me, I am much more a flair for the dramatic type. A subtle kind of drama, but dramatic nonetheless. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Postcard from Coal City 08. This postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue, cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the color of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back is a single sentence repeated twice. I got out. I got out. No addressee. Alright, I'm gonna leave and come back in. I've got another thought to think in there. Gotta go back in. Increase thonks. I think that going back in might actually get my Inland Empire to say, hang on. Maybe it's not just a chair. Okay. A cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Never mind, it was not. Super enthused to see what Kim says when he comes back. About my lack of facial fungus. my cessation of my hirsute pursuits. I think he'll approve. If he says, oh, you look so much less handsome now, I'm gonna be crushed. The swing is missing. No one's been here for a long time. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. What happened here? In this yard? Someone thought they could have a summer house on the beach. For cheap. It didn't work out. Looks like they abandoned it. A long time ago, someone used to live here. Laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even. An intense loneliness comes over you. What have you got for me, building? A little bit more real. Well, now I could actually pay for a room. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Despite the fact that I can pay for a room, I don't really want to. I also, like, the only reason I would want to go back into that room at this rate would be to change my expression, or rather that's what I thought would be my only reason to go back, but there's an expression changer in that room. I'm fine. Ooh, tape. Smallest church in St. San. Yes, it's time to karaoke. First, I should probably listen to it, though. The smallest church in St. San. The tape you found is on the Shack of the Coast. The A-side has the smallest church in St. San written on it, while the B-side is supposed to play contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. The portal reel is just what you needed. We've seen this one before. Press play on the tape. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. I'm going to keep the portal reel at a harmless distance and wait. Then the organ starts playing a simple melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in St. San, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds, you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to that Class A told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Scratch that, I'm already crying. Sorry, could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Or scratch that, I'm already crying and I look dumb and old. I think avoidance is probably, like, avoidance is one of the absolute best ways to let your issues get out of hand. Trust me, I've let many get out of hand by being very avoidant about things that were problems, or are problems even. So I think that, like, given the choice clearly, I would choose not to. In this scenario for this character, right? Like, if all the options were laid in front of me, like, would you like to delay and make this worse for you later? I think I would never choose to avoid it. But of course, it's like inertial. You just do not do something and then just continue not doing something until it is overwhelming the amount of mental energy you expend just thinking about the possibility of doing something. Or doing a particular thing, like, say, replying to a person, right? You get the message, you see the message preview, and then you go, cool, this, as soon as I have read receipts on this, I'm gonna have to respond. So, I'm just not gonna open the message, right? And then it becomes 2 days later, and it's like, this is an instant messaging platform, and I still haven't responded 2 days later. But also, I'm not online that often, so it's fine. And then it goes further and further and further, and then you get to a week, and now it's like, great, now if I respond at this point, I have to start out with an apology, and I'm not in the mental space to start out not only with the guilt of this, but also making an apology for the guilt and just hoping that the other person accepts it. And then it continues spiraling out of control until, and I've done this before, you just block someone. I can't deal with the energy of this right now. Now, I've never done that to, like, you know, a friend. Like, I've only ever done that with, like, a pretty distant acquaintance. but it can become extremely heavy as you avoid it. Regardless of how small the thing is as well. So, for instance, avoiding a song, maybe I can try and immerse myself in it instead. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. You already know the lyrics because you've listened to it like a million times. Yep, they're all there. 3 verses. And a B-side of the tape contains an instrumental version. It's like the world itself was telling you to do it. Only one obstacle now stands in your way. Nothing can stop me now. Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. Birds in the birch tree. Barely audible coos come from above. Okay, I think we are finally at the... Wait, hang on. If I've mostly explored this island now, why don't I just finish it off? There's not that much left, I don't think. Or at least not that much left that appears to be accessible to moi. Alright. How do I... What the... If I had to have one critique of this game, and frankly, I would only have one. This is already like a front runner for one of my favorite games of all time. If I had to have a critique of this game, it would be that the pathing on the map is not necessarily always clear, but also that's not a huge issue and you get used to it quite quickly. So like it's a tiny, tiny thing. Into Isolary Trousers. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. That's not a stat. Tailored trousers in light brown. Moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Moralist pants. +1 to Kingdom of Consciousness. Maybe that's trying to make a point about the moralist standpoint being like, all of the rest of these give you statistics, like they give you a tangible benefit, but this it promises you a benefit that you don't actually benefit from. If it is, then I love the levels that's on. I don't think it is. If it is, right there with you, love it. I don't think it is. I think it's probably just something I don't understand yet. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on the bed. Okay, so if I can't get through that part, oh, no, I can straight up walk around the other way. It's all good. I love saying it's all good in the hood, despite the fact that I know there are very many socioeconomic problems that absolutely wreak havoc on the hood. It's an old tweet, not my action.
Hey, Tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a 2-piece lycra, tracksuit, puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see ya. How's business? How's the old reality situation treating ya?
Shake hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel, or the leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good, these people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later. Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality, it makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. Without that final one, I don't know. I would say don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear you're on top of things. Talking about the youth, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
He thoughtfully picks at his shit-stained lycra TM jacket.
Sadly, things ain't going that well in Idiot Doomspiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of arse back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer. This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks. What is it you guys do around here? We're saving the world. He looks at his comrades. Please don't go. Don't go, begs the man in the pipe. Okay, we've been drinking. We're drinking. Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower, but it didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. What is Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset. How'd you know this? We met before. Don't you remember? No? He takes a sip from his beer. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be? Tequila Sunset. There's something ominous there. It fills you with foreboding. Again, I'm going to try and... the only thing I'm going to avoid is avoidance. Go ahead. Well, let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. He takes a big sip, then begins. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Wait, did we meet on Friday? Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. It's your story. Stop interrupting. He takes another sip, then continues. You got here on Friday to solve a case. Hoping to be the early worm who gets the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did is get pissed drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people you're a police officer. And it was really fucked up if you shot yourself. Whoa. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people you're a police officer. And it would be really fucked up if you got shot, if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me. Well, like you've never threatened to paint the wall with your brains in front of some strangers. Oh yeah, not the first time this comes up. Cough awkwardly. Hey man, I'm not judging ya. He waves the bottle towards you. This life's a valley of woes. Some of the highest concept people in history have killed themselves. And been drunks. Either way, it was late Saturday night when me and the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, we got a drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We got a drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glow. Trust you know the feeling. One moment, we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up out of nowhere in the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bats. You remember the sound of the wood cracking? The billboard? Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anyone with owning ears. It's just the reality we're in. Naturally. Anyway, it's a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard a carriage careening towards the coast at top speeds. It sounded like someone jumped into the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you, right there on the beach. You revved the engine up and screamed at the top of your lungs. The time hath come! So naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked you what time hath come, and you replied, the time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things. Say nothing, it's more dignified that way. After which, your reality contracted. You rammed the paddle, plowed right off the jetty and through the ice. We ran towards the ice while you crawled your way out miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Sounded like some kind of a sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing. It's TH is F for this guy. Like, I heard it so many times. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told it was your name now, and it's just we all call you that from now on. Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila Sunset. You know, as opposed to a Tequila sunrise, which was long gone. My real name is Harry. No, that's what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother. So Orange Rising, this is actually, this is the name that Inland Empire was trying to provide back to me at the start of the game. How long did we party for? Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and want to talk about that Rhapsody woman. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. How after a short while you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up and left without saying anything. Now that's a story. It was the greatest thing his fishing village has seen since Rosemary tried to use a crab to open his beer. Oi, what a classic too. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that quote-unquote fucked me? You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard. We've all been fucked too. Please don't open that door. No one fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail. It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'll say you're still working through some shit. Did I mention losing anything else? Besides your gun and badge? I never said gun beforehand. You said coat and badge, I believe. Time hath come, time hath come. You said your badge and uniform were in the car, yeah. Never said anything about the gun. Besides your gun and badge, you said something about hope or art or something. To be honest, the details are lazy. In retrospect, I think you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. Did I say anything about my colleagues? You told us they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. It's more like you were cramping theirs. No specifics though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Did I say anything about the case? Yeah. Said it was no biggie and you solve it in no time. He takes a strong quaff of his beer. Hey, you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now. Did we talk politics? Yeah. Kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand, the spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for all the damage you inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, stupid, stupid, stupid. I don't need to hear anymore. He nods. Well, it's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Maybe you want to tell me another one sometime? Whoop-de-doo. So I'm a fucking storyteller, he says, slapping his knee. Right, or not. Better than a beach bum. Yeah, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral? It depends, really. You willing to help me out? You might get scammed here. I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot. No, reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution. A little motivational package. What do you need? Bose. Did you already forget our party? He taps his finger to his temple. The thing I relayed to you earlier? So, got anything for good old Idiot Doomspar? Bottle for a story seems fair to me. I'm gonna not do it right now, but I don't want to give you any of my alcohol. I might have more use for it. Very well may be the case, but looking at you, I can say with great confidence I need it more. So I've changed his voice over the course of it, but I think I could actually key in his voice.
Tequila Sunset.
Tequila Sunset. Right. Damn it. Can I?
Tequila Sunset.
Oh, I can't get him to do his intro text again. Dang.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Okay. I heard I, and I was like, oh, all right, Scots, let's go for it. But no, this is clearly not I. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap, very cheap. I got Pilsner, great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. Also, I have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. I didn't know. All right, hang on. It is plus to motorics and negative to morale. Why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real? See, friend. See, friend. He brings out a 1 liter bottle of bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. It's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a business venture. Nod. Let him speak. You know, it's funny, actually. He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his pilsner, staring at you intently. He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze. What is? What? Keep him talking. What do you mean, what? What do you think was funny earlier? This guy. Haha, this guy. He says and shakes his index finger at you. Conversation might bring a discount. No. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from? Oh, it's medical spirits. This is the good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of these scientific ampules a few months ago. Tornado, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. He spits out a nasty yellow clot to the ground before you. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. Ha ha! His voice rings with pride. 5 lemons and a half buck of butter and you're ready to go. That sounds dangerous. It was, he croaks. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kind of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes. He got visibly angry. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing, but I came out on top after all. Okay, how? The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. He gets an excited gleam in his eye. Swipe 3 cans of the blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. He shakes the bottle. 98.7%, almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. He nods at your companions. But the last one is yours for 3 real if you want it. I'm not saying that I thought it was 300 real. I think it'll prove useful, yes. 3 real is yours, friend, the deal of a lifetime. Well done, you got it. He just hands you the bottle. Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend. I don't think I need any of the other ones. Quite the business venture you've got set up here. Oh, he gets a proud gleam in his eyes. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm finding it difficult to not do accents now. System's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. What do you mean? You see, friend, man makes his own luck. I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liqueur excise. Again, no, it just keeps drifting. Again, sorry, I'm trying not to focus on the accents. I apologize. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liqueur excise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. Look at me now. I got everyone on my hook. He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile. Looks like you're on your own hook, too. Of course, of course, of course. The drunk raises his pilsner and nods. It is what it is, you know? What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people. He's long since forgotten what you were talking about. I'm off. In a civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway. He waves you off.
Don't go, Abigail.
Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you, almost as if in recognition, then turns his head away. The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her, you hear? Don't call Abigail.
Who's Abigail?
Oh, Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
He draws out a disgusting snort, then mumbles, waving a finger in your general direction. Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. You're not going to get anything from this guy. He's way too drunk. Fine, but let's try. Who are you? What's your name? His eyes move around erratically, then look hazy and unfocused. Don't call Abigail, he says. Where am I? What is this place? The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible. Why shouldn't I call Abigail? He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. Lean in. His breath is harsh, like a toxic swamp, as he whispers to you. Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Then he waves his hand as if shooing you away. Hey, I'm on an important official investigation. Tell me about your friends, pointing the others. He glares at you. Don't you fucking call her, you hear me? His voice trembles with every word, becoming even weaker. Abigail. He whimpers at the end. Walk away. Don't call Abigail. He whimpers softly. Sorry. Don't call Abigail. He whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. Oh god. There's way more to this area. Shivers, a drop in temperature, an easy flow in the air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare, unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps, just silence. What did the smoke smell like? Chemically sweetened, across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with black asphalt. The asphalt first laid is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. Who are these people who live across the road? A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, what? Are those the numbers from Lost? Hang on. I need to know. Because there's 4 twice in there. There shouldn't be 4 twice in there, but anyway. What are the numbers in Lost? What are the numbers in Lost? Excuse me? Lost. What are the numbers in Lost? Because I think it's these. I know it started with 4. Yeah, it was 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Never mind. Just started with 4. And I guess 18, like I was like 4, 8, 18, 4, 18, 4, 8. A modern washing machine rattles with a drawer full of silverware. His boyfriend is on the way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly. What about the bus stop? Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats could give them. The bus took them to school. It's not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. What about the road? Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It's a vital artery for the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. A dead dog? Tragedy came from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle hurrying to work. Please tell me it was not me. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. That's enough. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind a boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair. I like the kind of like... I wish I'd invested more in Shivers, but at the same rate, like... I don't want to change anything about my run. I just wish I also had Shivers. Hard to see the details, but all colors, all warmth and welcoming. Sorry, hard to see the details. The colors, all warmth and welcoming though. Book, Primer for Small Kids, as well as a flower trough where nothing really grows. Maybe in spring. This textbook is for a first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously tangling from the cart, while E fell off some time ago. Children should pay more attention. You hold in your hands a colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved. Exactly what I need. This book will show you the score, get you oriented with the basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life. On what? The alphabet. Flip through the pages. Each page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet, with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows. A is for azimuth, B is for Boreas, C is for cosine, D is for diamat, E is for ellipse, F is for phlogiston, G is for gamut. H is for homeboy, I is for icon, J is for Jorah, K is for collapse, L is for laudanum, M is for myriad, N is for nadir, O is for aureole, P is for perihelion. So, like, so far, laudanum, and is phlogiston a drug as well? Yeah. Q is for quasar, R is for rhododendron, S is for sinus, T is for tricolor, U is for ultra, V is for vector, W is for warhite, X is for xylophone, it always is in books like this, Y is for iskaba, and Z is for zenith. I mean, it starts with azimuth and it ends in zenith. I like that at least. That's it. That's it. You know the alphabet now, put it away. Hell yeah, we learned that alphabet back to front and front to back. Now we just got to read it backwards. Go, you know, Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, G, whoa, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A? Oh, I haven't done that in so long. I forgot how to do it. Take the ruffled grouse taxidermy, sure. Hello, kid. What's up? Little Lily. Hello, mister. A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity. She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she whirls it around. Are you Lillian's daughter? Yeah, I am. I'm little Lily. She gazes at you with big eyes. You know my mom? Yeah, we met earlier. That's nice. My mom is great. She nods. She's never angry or anything. What's this? Show her the stuffed bird you took from the ceiling. It's a grouse, she yelps, smiling broadly. You might be able to get on guard's good side, figured, if you replace the broken square that you almost certainly broke. Yeah, but what's it for? I don't know. Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds. Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry. What's that thing you're holding? Points to the toy. It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like. She holds up the fuzzy beast to demonstrate. Lammy is a stuffed lamb that admittedly has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing and the fur is tattered in several parts. Oh, okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Lammy. Lammy doesn't usually like strangers, but you're also fuzzy like Lammy. Goodbye. Bye. The girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. Ooh, industrial coat pellets burn with an orange glow, and we got another skill point. My character was supposed to be strong in Encyclopedia. So what is my character now? My character is dramatic. My character is empathetic. My character is perceptive. And my character is composed. Again, all of these I'm trying to level up a little bit in tune with myself as a person. Which also, like, is laid bare by a lot of the negative ones as well. Like, my pain threshold is probably not that great. I don't necessarily know if I put it to the test many times. My physical instrument, I'm not particularly fit. Electrochemistry, that should probably be a little higher. Shivers, again, relatively low. Half-light, threatening people, that's definitely not one of my strengths. I would say I'm awful at that. Hand-eye coordination, savoir-faire, stunned with immense panache. I feel like I should probably try and move that up just a little bit. Like it should be somewhere around there. Interfacing, garbage. Visual calculus actually should probably be low for me as well. Would it be? I don't know. I can build abstract models in my mind. I don't. What is it? It's not aphasia, aphantasia. Whatever the one is where you can not picture things in your head, I have whatever the opposite of that is. I can very clearly picture things in my head. So maybe I leave the visual calculus high. But effectively for the levels, I'm just trying to make my character a little bit more like me, so that like if I were placed in this world, what experience would I have? A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. in particular, that's really important because I've seen that like a character that is completely different to mine, or rather I've heard consistently that character is completely different to mine, will just have so many different things happen through the course of the game. Like there are obviously like certain key points you'll hit, like interviewing certain characters and things like that. But apparently like the game is extremely different between runs. Which is actually something also I wanted to mention. 45. All right, so this episode's over, but I will mention it here at the very end. I have been asked about doing another playthrough of this with a different stat build. This Let's Play is currently, 30-something episodes long, whatever it is at this point. It might be 20-something at this point. Anyway, it's relatively long for 45-minute episodes, and I don't really know how far I am through it, but I suspect I'm still pretty far from done. It's not really feasible for me to do another run-through of this as soon as like immediately afterwards. Maybe if it releases DLC, that would be a much easier decision to make. But like I can't just lock out one daily slot for 5-6 months as I do the same game 2 times in a row. I do apologize because I would absolutely love to do it. It's just a logistical thing. For the moment though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Disco Elysium. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. So there's a playlist in the description down below with a lot of my content on the game past, present, and yeah, you best believe it, future. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.